guys, welcome back to my channel. It's HeyyDinn back with another video. For starters, I just wanted to go ahead and thank everybody for viewing my first video back on YouTube. I am overwhelmed with excitement. I'm so excited to be back. So I just wanted to say thank you guys because I didn't expect to get that many views on my first video. So thank you so much. Anyways, this video today, if you saw the title, it's going to be 10 things that I'm going to be doing differently with my second baby that I didn't do with my first. So for those who don't know, I already have by the time you guys are seeing this, a 3-year-old. And I'm currently, by the time you guys are seeing this, almost 38 weeks. So yeah, I'm having a boy this time, so I feel like things are going to be a little bit different this time. So yeah, I just wanted to do some things a little bit differently. So I went ahead and made a list on my phone of the things that I'll be doing differently with my new baby, my baby boy. So let's go ahead and just jump into the video real quick. So the number one thing that I'm going to be doing differently is I'm going to be pumping this time. I exclusively breastfed my daughter for almost 2 years. It was like maybe 2 weeks shy of her second birthday that I stopped breastfeeding her. So this time around I will be breastfeeding, but I'll also be pumping a lot, mostly because I want him to be able to be fed by other people. I want Kennedy to be able to feed the baby so that they can build a connection. I want his dad to be able to feed him, and also me exclusively breastfeeding Kennedy made it so that I was, number one, unable to really go anywhere without her because she depended on me for food, and number two, it was super hard to stop breastfeeding her. If you guys want a video on how I stopped breastfeeding my daughter, that can be done. Go ahead and leave that in the comments and I can make that video. But yeah, it was really hard to stop breastfeeding her. And number three, she would not take a bottle whatsoever. She didn't take a bottle, a passy, nothing. And I don't want that this time around. So I really want to do things differently when it comes to the breastfeeding. Number two, I don't plan on co-sleeping this time. I still have Kennedy in my bed with me. So I don't want to have two babies in my bed. So this time around I did get a crib. So yeah, baby boy is gonna be sleeping in a crib. I don't think that there's anything wrong with co-sleeping, don't get me wrong. I enjoy co-sleeping with Kennedy. I actually cannot sleep without her. So yeah, that's that with that. But this time around I don't want to have two kids in my bed. I'm actually going to transition Kennedy into her own bed shortly. So I'll have no kids in my bed, but there's nothing wrong with co-sleeping, but I just won't be doing it this time. The third thing that I'll be doing differently is not buying a ton of clothes. When I found out I was pregnant with Kennedy, and not even when I found out I was pregnant with her because I didn't know what I was having, but when I found out I was having a girl, well, let me tell you, I said I was in the shops every single day buying something for my baby girl because I was so excited that I was having a baby girl. I've always wanted to have a daughter, so the fact that I had a daughter and my first was a daughter, it was just like I had to go all in. She had a ton of clothes, and all of them, like, she didn't get to wear all of them. I have a whole, in this closet behind me, there's a ton of clothes that Kennedy didn't get to wear, and that I'm just saving for my sister whenever she decides to have a baby. Come on, girl. Yeah, so I won't be buying a ton of clothes this time. Like, I'm only buying the essentials, what I know that the baby is most likely going to need. Now that it's not my first rodeo, I know, you know, what baby's going to need. And yeah, I'm not going overboard with the clothes. So this time I'm going to be starting daycare much earlier than I did with Kennedy. With Kennedy, I started daycare when she was just shy of 1.5 years, I believe. Or she was just 1.5 years. June, July, no, so she was just shy of a year and a half is when I started her in daycare, and that was because I knew that I was going to school, so that's why I started her in daycare. But this time around, once this virus thing is over, I'm gonna have to start working, so baby's gonna have to go to daycare earlier than Kennedy did, and I don't know how I feel about that. I'm so overprotective over my babies. Like, I don't know if he's going to be ready to be in daycare at that time, but honestly, I trust my daycare that Kennedy goes to with 100%. They're awesome. They're amazing people. So I'm sure he'll be fine. But yeah, I'll definitely be starting daycare earlier. And daycare is so beneficial to kids, honestly. Like, I was so scared to put Kennedy in daycare, but after I put her in daycare, I saw how much she's been thriving, and I'm like, yeah, daycare's where it's at. She definitely, like, I'm glad that she's in daycare. She's doing so well. So on that note, piggybacking off of daycare and trusting people, I'm going to try to trust people more with my baby. Like I said, I'm very overprotective over my kids. With Kennedy, there's literally only 2 people that watch her, which is her father and my sister. So yeah, that's how overprotective I am. I don't have anybody watch her. But this time around, I'm putting him in daycare earlier, so I have to trust people more faster. Is that what I meant to say? Yeah. So I'm gonna have to trust people faster. So yeah, that's gonna be really hard for me. And like, you know, I want their family or his dad's family to be able to watch him too. So yeah, it was really hard to get Kennedy to be comfortable with other people other than myself, her dad, or my sister. Even to get her to be comfortable with my sister in the beginning was really hard. So I definitely want to start trusting people more with my child. I know that my child is in good hands this time around, much earlier. The next one I have is not spoiling him. Kennedy is extremely spoiled, and I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that this baby is also going to be very spoiled, but I just don't want him to be a brat. Kennedy is a brat. Yeah, like I would definitely say Kennedy is a brat. So I don't want that with my son. I feel like there's kind of like, you know, a stigma when it comes to boys and girls. Like, girls, you know, you can spoil them and you know, like baby them and whatever, but boys are supposed to be, you know, like hard body and supposed to be like, you're not supposed to baby them or spoil them. So I'm not that kind of mom. I'm still gonna baby my baby because he's my little baby, but I just don't want him to be a spoiled brat like his sister. Oh my god, this one is, the next 2 go hand in hand, so I'm gonna say them together. Taking more photos together. So like me and him and Kennedy, and me and him, Kennedy and him, like taking more photos together. And then also doing more photo shoots. With Kennedy, I did like 3 photo shoots in 3 years. Like, I didn't really do, and their photo shoots I did myself, so they're not they're not amazing, but you know, they're good enough. So yeah, I definitely want to take a lot more pictures this time around. With Kennedy, I don't often take pictures of, like, you know, good pictures of me and Kennedy. It's usually when I'm at home and, you know, I have my my hair is all messed up, or I have my tie head on or something like that. Like, it's not like, you know, pictures that I would want her to go and show her friends in the future, if you know what I'm saying. So I'm trying to work on that, and I'm trying to take more pictures with Kennedy. But with the new baby, that's definitely something that I plan on you know, instilling, taking lots of pictures together and doing lots of photo shoots. And then this last one should have been at the top because it goes back to this last one should be at the top because it goes back to breastfeeding, but I am not dream feeding this time. I can tell you a whole story on dream feeding. It's very easy. it was great doing it with Kennedy because it was easy. I didn't have to get out of bed. She just woke up and would grab my boob when she was ready. This time, well, he'll be in a crib, so he won't be able to do that. He'll have to wake up. But I don't want to dream feed. If you don't know what dream feeding is, it's basically when the baby is still sleeping and they wake up in their sleep and they latch and they feed themselves until they fall back to sleep. The reason why I don't want to do that is because the milk tends to sit inside the baby's mouth, and that can cause tooth decay, and that is a problem that I had with Kennedy, so I don't want that to happen again. So yeah, I don't plan on dream feeding this time. Don't get me wrong, I will 100% be breastfeeding. There's nothing wrong if you choose to dream feed. That's just one of the consequences, I guess, that was for me with dream feeding, and that's just the reason why I personally don't want to do it again. But if you choose to do that, then that by all means go ahead and do that. Don't make my experience stop you from doing what you want to do. So that's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was just a quick little video I wanted to film just to, you know, let you guys know what I'll be doing differently with my son that I didn't do with my daughter, or whatever. I don't know if I said that correctly. Before I head out, I want to remind you guys to go ahead and check out my second channel, which is HeyyDinn X2, where I post vlogs and videos that involve me and my family, so me and my 2 kids, and videos that are more surrounded around motherhood and that kind of stuff. There you can get tips and tricks for being a first-time mom, and like now me, a second-time mom. So please go ahead and check that out. The link will be in the description box. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like these kinds of videos. If you like seeing mom kind of videos on this channel, let me know. But I do feel like I'll be putting most of my mom videos on my other channel. Leave a comment to let me know what kind of videos you guys want to see from me. I have a lot in mind, but I want to film what you want to see. So let me know what you want to see. And lastly, hit the subscribe button if you like what you see here. So yeah, don't forget to head over to HeyyDinn X2, because if you like me here, you're gonna love me there. And that's all I have for now, so I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!